not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
John Kennedy, so he was my hero, bar none. I mean, no baseball player, football player, athlete, musician could knock him out of the first place in my heart. I was dedicated, and he was my hero. 3.5 years later, when he was assassinated, I was heartbroken. They had taken my hero away. Maybe what I've done is replace that hole with what I've been able to do for kids' education and the whole family's well-being.
I think Harris is driven by that, insatiable need just to change things and make things better, and he sees something wrong and he wants to fix it. It started with Harris after he read a study where they had determined that almost 50% of young people in this country had never had a meaningful adult talk to them about going to college, and that stuck with him. So in his mind, it wasn't just the scholarship that needed to be created. There needed to be a mechanism to provide motivation for young people to know that if they worked hard, got good grades, and stayed out of trouble, and that was the theme of SEED, work hard, get good grades, stay out of trouble, you can go to college for free.
Thinking about college?
Worried about the cost?
What about SEED?
It's a scholarship program for Delaware high school students
Like us.
If you keep your grades up and stay out of trouble,
you can get free tuition at Delaware Tech.
People in the educational system were really programmed to think one way, and they would think that, well, if we can get funding for 3 more scholarships out of the legislature, we'll be happy for this year. And because that would be, I don't know what that would total to, but now something in the neighborhood of $20,000, which was a big single item in the budget then. But what I quickly realized is if you could switch over instead of just doing a scholarship, make it a right. Make it a right where they are entitled to it if they meet minimum qualifications. So that's the way I drew it up. And drew it up was all right. I sat up 2 or 3 midnights at home working on it, and it came pretty clear, because when I went into the neighborhoods that were in my district, one of the things I'd get all the time, I'd start talking about higher education to let's say it was a small family, a mother and 2 teenagers. I would say, I'm here to talk about going to college. Oh, we're not allowed to talk about that. Not allowed to talk? No, Dad said he's looked at it, and there's no way we can afford college. I looked at it as a way to really improve the outlook for large numbers of people.
Governor Minner hired me as her chief of staff in 2002. She knew that education was the key to providing opportunities for everyone. And she saw that having a strong public education system and combining that with a program like SEED, the potential was limitless, really, for folks in this state. Democratic senator, Republican House member, and the governor all got together and developed the SEED scholarship program.
More and more young people each year obtain the goal of going to college, but not all of them do. The knowledge and skills that higher education offer not only produce better people, but produce a better state, a better nation. It is time for Delaware to help more children achieve that goal. Building on the concepts of Senator Harris McDowell and Representative Nancy Wagner, I will advocate, as they have in this hall for a long time, and will propose the creation of a program to guarantee that a college education for those who want it and work for it is there. Our promise to our children should be, if you do well in school, we will pay for you to obtain a college degree.
The values are in the human being that's seeking to put the blood, sweat, and tears into the effort to get that diploma or degree that is needed to get it and get the persons from the community on through that program and back into the community at a higher level.
If you think about it, Delaware was about 10 years ahead of the country when Harris and the governor and Representative Wagner came together and got that bill passed, because there was no other state in the country had, systemic support in this way for access to college.
The number of people who walk up to me on the street said, Harris, I just wanted to say something like, yeah, my kid filed last year to go to Del Tech under your SEED program. I could go on and on. It just doesn't end.
Or many of tonight's graduates finished their degrees debt-free, thanks to the Student Excellence Equals Degree or SEED Scholarship. We are very honored to have the founder of the SEED Scholarship, Senator Harris McDowell III, here with us this evening. Thank you, Senator McDowell, for joining us this evening.
96% of our students are Delawareans, so they're not going anywhere. They're walking across that stage of graduation. They're living here, they're raising their families, and they're working here at local employers. So that really is a game changer for so many Delawareans and for so many Delaware businesses.
14,880. 14,880 kids have gone to school because we gave them enough to have faith in us.